Have you ever learned a new English word, felt confident about it, and then completely forgotten it the next day?
You recognize the word when you see it, but when you need to speak, it's gone.
You think, I know this word, why can't I remember it?
If this happens to you, don't worry. It doesn't mean you're bad at English.
The real problem is that knowing a word and being able to use a word are two different things.
Today, we'll explain why you forget English vocabulary and show you simple ways to remember new words for longer.
You'll learn how to use context, repetition, sentences, speaking practice, and a simple review system.
So let's stop forgetting the words we worked so hard to learn.
Let's get started. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Dose,
The podcast where you improve your English through practical vocabulary, natural conversations, listening practice, and speaking practice.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Tom.
Today's lesson is perfect for English learners who constantly learn new words but forget them a few days later.
And we're going to fix that problem step by step.
First, let's understand the problem. You might learn 10 new words today. You read them, you write them down, maybe you even memorize their meanings, but then, you don't use them.
And when you don't use a word, it becomes harder to recall. That's why simply reading a vocabulary list isn't enough.
Your goal isn't to recognize a word once. Your goal is to make that word easy to retrieve when you need it.
Here's one of the biggest mistakes English learners make. They learn words individually. For example, improve, confident, decision, experience.
That's useful, but there's a better way. Learn the word inside a sentence. Instead of, improve, learn, I want to improve my English. Instead of, confident, learn, I feel more confident when I practice speaking.
Now your brain has more information connected to the word.
Imagine you learn the word, exhausted. You could memorize, exhausted equals very tired, but let's put it into a real situation. I worked all day, and now I'm exhausted.
Now you know what the word means, when to use it, how it sounds in a sentence, and what words naturally appear around it.
That's much more useful than memorizing a dictionary definition. Tom, what's your favorite new English word?
Exhausted.
Why?
Because I can use it every Monday.
Are you exhausted today?
Yes.
Why?
Because I studied English for 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
It was a very difficult 5 minutes. Another reason you forget words is simple. You don't review them at the right time.
Instead of learning a word once and never looking at it again, review it several times. For example, Day 1, learn it. Day 2, review it. Day 4, review it again. Day 7, use it in a sentence. Day 14, test yourself.
The exact schedule doesn't have to be perfect. The important thing is to come back to the word repeatedly.
Reading a word silently is not the same as using it. If you learn, confident, say, I want to feel more confident. Again, I want to feel more confident.
Then change the sentence. She sounds confident. He became more confident. I'm more confident than before.
Now you're practicing the word in different situations.
Here's a simple trick. Connect a new word to your own life. Let's say the word is routine. Don't just learn. Routine equals something you do regularly. Create your own sentence. My morning routine starts with coffee.
Now the word has a personal connection, and personal connections can make vocabulary easier to remember. Don't only read new vocabulary, listen to it. When you hear a word in a podcast, video, conversation, or movie, pay attention. For example, I really appreciate your help. You hear, appreciate. Then you hear it again tomorrow. I appreciate your advice.
Now you're seeing and hearing the same word in different contexts. More vocabulary isn't always better. If you learn 50 new words today but forget 45 tomorrow, that's not very helpful.
Instead, choose a smaller number, maybe 5 useful words. Learn them deeply, use them, review them, then add 5 more.
Quality over quantity. Your brain doesn't store every word separately, so create connections. For example, happy, happiness, happily, unhappy.
Or, decide, decision, decisive.
When you connect related words, you're building a vocabulary network.
Translation can help sometimes, but if you always translate a new English word into your native language, you're creating an extra step. Try understanding the meaning through examples. For example, I'm starving. If you hear, I'm starving, let's get something to eat, you can understand the meaning from the situation.
You don't always need a translation. Sometimes context is enough.
Let's practice one word. The word is challenge. Sentence 1. Learning English is a challenge. Sentence 2. Speaking with native speakers is challenging. Sentence 3. I'm ready for the challenge.
Same idea, different sentences.
That's how you move a word from passive vocabulary to active vocabulary.
Here's an easy technique you can use today. When you learn a new word, create 3 sentences. Sentence 1, simple, I feel tired. Sentence 2, personal, I feel tired after work. Sentence 3, different situation, she felt tired after traveling.
Now you've used the word in multiple contexts.
Here's something important. Don't always reread your vocabulary list. Close the book, hide the answer, and try to remember the word yourself.
For example, you see, I really underscore your help. What word is missing?
Appreciate.
Exactly. This is called active recall. You're forcing your brain to retrieve the information instead of simply recognizing it.
You don't need hours of vocabulary study. Try this. Morning, 5 minutes. Learn 3 to 5 useful words. Afternoon, 5 minutes. Create sentences with them. Evening, 5 minutes. Test yourself without looking.
That's only 15 minutes, but you're interacting with the vocabulary several times throughout the day. This is probably the most important step. Use the words, talk to someone, write a comment, record yourself, speak to yourself.
If you learn, I appreciate it. Don't just memorize it, use it. Thanks for helping me, I really appreciate it.
The moment you use a word in real communication, it becomes much more meaningful.
Let's make everything simple. When you learn a new English word, 1. Understand it, know what it means. 2. See it in context. Read a complete sentence. 3. Hear it. Listen to native speakers using it. 4. Say it. Create your own sentences. 5. Review and use it. Come back to the word and use it again.
That's your vocabulary cycle. Understand, see, hear, say, use, review.
Today we learned why English words disappear from your memory.
And we learned how to remember them better.
Don't memorize isolated words.
Learn words and sentences.
Use context.
Review regularly.
Speak out loud.
Make vocabulary personal.
Listen to natural English.
Test yourself.
And most importantly,
use the words.
If you forget English words, don't feel discouraged. Forgetting is a normal part of learning.
The goal isn't to remember every word you ever see. The goal is to repeatedly meet useful words until they become familiar.
Don't try to learn hundreds of words every day. Learn a few, understand them, use them, review them.
And slowly, those words will become part of your active English.
Remember, don't just collect vocabulary, build usable vocabulary.
Thank you for listening to Daily English Dose.
Now it's your turn. Choose one English word you often forget. Write it in the comments. Then create one sentence using that word.
For example, I often forget the word confident, but I'm going to practice using it today.
Your comment is part of your English practice.
Keep learning.
Keep practicing.
And remember,
don't just learn more words. Remember the words you already know.